business credit funding. This is what I'm talking about. Business address in regards to business credit funding. I wouldn't use a residential address. I wouldn't use a P.O. box.
I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke.
Yo, greetings fam, what's going on? It's Cornez with Too Smart to Be Broke. I want to thank you for coming to the channel today. If it's your first time here, I'm going to talk about making money online, generating wealth, business credit, and things like that. If you're interested, go and tap in. So let's go and get to it. So you need a business address, right? Okay, cool. Let me tell you what I would do, because I can't tell you what to do. I can't never tell you what to do, and I wouldn't do that. All right. Look, so for me, what I would do if I was starting out, let me tell you, when I started out, okay, I was like, I know I need a business address, but I just need to get in the dough. What I'm gonna do? So I was like, dude, can I afford a brick and mortar? I can't. I ain't got the money to get no brick and mortar. So what I'm gonna do? People telling me virtual address is good and bad. I don't know what to do. People tell me not to use my residential address. I don't know what to do. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop making up excuses. I'm gonna just jump out here and get started. So I got started. All right. You know, at the time, it's like, boom, use my residential address, whatever. I go back and update it. And so, you know, realizing that, I'm like, all right, there got to be a method I can use. I was like, do I get my business address before I get my business, or do I get my business and then go get the business address? Because I'm like trying to put these steps in my mind, how they go together. Now, if you can find your business address first, lock that down, and then, you know, file it. So when you file and you have everything already ready, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, first things first, should you use a residential address? I can't call it. I wouldn't if I didn't have, I wouldn't. Let me tell you straight up, I wouldn't. All right. I wouldn't use a residential address if I had the means to go out and get some other type of brick and mortar commercial space. Because when this comes to business credit funding, this is what I'm talking about. Business address in regards to business credit funding. I wouldn't use a residential address. I wouldn't use a P.O. box. Let me tell you what I would use. All right. I like shared office spaces. Okay, a place where it's like a co-op, co-working spaces, whatever. But long as you can sign up there with your business, receive mail on behalf of your business, and have a different unit number or something like that, then that's what I like to do. Okay, then you can go and network with other people. You can go do your work there. And, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you want to get outside the house. I mean, with everything going on, maybe not, but you want to get outside the house and do some work, you know, actual workspace. There you go. Okay, boom. So shared office space allows you to do that. Pull up, you know, get your mail, do whatever you need to do. It's like a real office. But it's the price is cheaper because it's like so many people really sharing that space. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you can have your own mail, and that's important to have your own unit or suite number, stuff like that. Okay. So if you can't do that, and you don't know, maybe you know somebody who has a commercial building and you can work something out with them to use their address. That's another option. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you got to find solutions to situations. But if you're in a smaller city, in a smaller town, and you don't have no shared office spaces, or you just don't know nobody in that area, what you can do, another option would be virtual addresses. Okay, so a virtual address is very similar to a shared office space. The difference is you ain't pulling up to there. It's a physical building, but you know, it's pretty much like a virtual agreement, contract, rent, lease, whatever you want to term it as. And, you know, you have the ability to receive mail and use that business address, you know, and when in regards to like meetings and going up there, some virtual address places will let you pull up there for like an extra fee, or let you, you know, book a certain amount of time up there to take meetings if you got to meet people and stuff like that. So some of the most used services would be places like Regis, would be places like Da Vinci, iPostal, Alliance. Okay, so just off the top of my head, those are some places you can go check out and see what they got available, if they have something available in your area, and then check the prices and see check what they have as far as the, you know what I'm saying, the amenities or the benefits of actually going out to use them. Okay, and if it fits your budget, you know, do what you do. All right. But some people that like to use like UPS and stuff like that, you know, UPS, you know, they have P.O. boxes, and sometimes, you know, you can use their physical street address and not use the P.O. box. You know, I don't like to play that game, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about what I would do. So I would go for the shared office space. If I really didn't have a brick and mortar, you know what I'm saying, I would go for the shared office space. Then maybe holler at somebody I know, try to, you know, work something out with them. If I can't do that, then I would lean towards the virtual address. Now, something that I realized later, because when I was first getting started, I was having trouble trying to figure out do I get my business address first, or do I get my business first, with my residential address or something like that, and then go back and update it, later? You know what I'm saying? And so I found out the hard way, like, when you're doing something like that, you got to go back and update all your information. It's just really tedious when you're dealing with business. It's just one of them things. So I would try to make sure I go out and find my address before I got my business situated and started, so I already have my ducks in a row, so I can hit them boom, 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 boom. Now, I came across, when filing for the business and making that decision, I came across InkFile, and the one thing I did like, I ain't gonna say one thing I did like about them is I was able to, instead of having to use my resident address and come back and backtrack, I can file for my business and then have that business address. They have a product service, where you can get your business address while you filing, so you don't have to backtrack. So anybody know when you're dealing with business, anytime you updating any of this information, when it comes to your business foundation and profile, anytime something changes, you need to go and they need to be the same across the board everywhere. And the business address stuff is important, because when you fill in the applications, stuff can appear to be fraud if the street address different, the phone number different, your name different, the email different. That's why it's important to have the business credit foundation proper. All right. So business address is very important. And so even if you at home, if you don't want to use your residential address, okay, shared office space. If you ain't really got a brick and mortar, virtual address, talking to your homie or something like that. Okay. And remember, when you dealing with business addresses and stuff, you can always have your mail forwarded to wherever you need to have your mail forwarded to. Okay, you can always have your mail forwarded to where you need your mail forwarded to. And a lot of times you can have a business address and your mailing address can be different than your business address, but your business address needs to be, for me, my business address will need to be a brick and mortar commercial building. So with that being said, man, I'll put a link to all these places below. If you want to, check out Regis and check out their prices. You want to check out DaVinci. You want to check out our poster. You want to check out Alliance. You want to check out InkFile. Whatever. That's more or less what if you're starting a business, getting started with that. But I'll put all those links below. Also, look, my business credit course is in the link in the description. If you just want more of a step-by-step kind of breakdown, stuff, you can find it right there where you need it. All right. If you ain't monitoring your business credit with NAV, look, I will go do that. There's a link in the description for that. If you choose to do that too, you can get started for free. And they also have, you can pay like $30, $40, something like that a month, and get monitoring reported for having business credit monitoring. You can have it reported as a trade line. So that's beneficial too. And look, man, y'all make sure to share, like, and subscribe, man. When I get to 10K, man, I'll run y'all some, I run some discounts on the course and the consultations in the link below too. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
And so typically when I twist my hair, I like to watch YouTube videos. And I like to watch YouTube, kind of the babies on YouTube. I have 1,000 subscribers, couple thousand. So I found this young man had about, almost 2,000 subs. And I was like, okay, he putting out some business credit info. I love learning about business credit, even though I got, about 100,000 in access to capital. So he talked about getting a Sam's Club card with no PG, which means no personal guarantee. So I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, I watched 3 of his videos. And I did include my DMB number, my Dun & Bradstreet number, because I have a 80 paydex score. Got approved for $12,500. No personal guarantee. So I'm gonna tag him here. His name's Too Smart to Be Broke. Thank you, and I'll do a YouTube video about it too. But yeah, he dropped some knowledge in it, and it worked.